Check it out, Smokey Bones.
Smokey Bones.
Look, and a little Olive Garden next to it. And look, nobody's here.
This is bizarre. This must be here entirely to serve the office buildings that are no longer in use.
Is that Smokey Bones or is
No,
that...
that's Olive Garden.
When was the last time you ate at a Smokey Bones bar and grill?
Oh my gosh, it was a long time ago for you. I don't even know how many years. It must have been
20?
at least 15, 2007, 6 probably.
I had a friend who always wanted to go, and actually when I would go out to eat with you, sometimes it would get suggested.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I always shot it down.
Really?
We talked about Smokey Bones on an RIP.
We did. They changed it into a Smokey Bones, which was a barbecue chain that I actually really liked.
And I remember it was pretty successful, and I think they still have Smokey Bones out there.
I was never clear as to why this one closed. Business was still good, and then one day it just had a notice on the door that says Smokey Bones is closed.
Smokey Bones BB closed. You know, you got to travel out to find one.
We're quite a ways from home.
This is in Stoughton, and it's in this kind of weird industrial...
This is very strange, let me tell you, because it's all office buildings that look largely uninhabited now. Then there's an Olive Garden, a Smokey Bones. They both seem to be like, this is Saturday, middle of the day, prime lunchtime, no one's here.
Right.
And then there's a Kohl's with nothing else around it.
It's
I
weird.
see like a sign for a Target.
Yeah, there's a
in the distance.
Target
like
in the
there might be
distance.
civilization that way.
Yeah.
You would think that the capital investors or something would look at this and be like, let's do something.
You just demolish the whole area and turn it into more retail.
Yeah.
Apartments.
Oh, yeah, you guys are right. Like, this is the perfect place for a water.
Oh, wait a minute. You know what though? There is an Amazon fulfillment center.
The bar and fire grill sign definitely looks at least 15 years like it needed to be maintained.
And I like that the Olive Garden sign is right outside the Smokey
Isn't
Bones.
that a little weird? It's
I
like,
thought they were a combo. I thought they were like a Pizza Hut Taco Bell situation for a
and
minute.
practically are.
They always were paired with each other.
Yeah.
Didn't we always call it Smokey Bones BBQ?
Yes, absolutely.
Is that not the name?
I guess it's just Smokey Bones. I thought it was Smokey Bones BBQ.
We're running into a Pub 99 problem.
Explain that real quick. Pub 99.
So it's really called the 99 Bar and Grill, right?
Oh.
But everybody in Massachusetts calls it Pub
99.
Much like it's not D'Angelo's.
It's D'Angelo sandwich shops.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I'll call it whatever I darn well like.
Pub 99, D'Angelo's, and Smokey Bones BBQ.
Yes.
Smokey Bones BBQ. For desserts, they have the hot bag of donuts.
The banana pudding is what I'm really after. This looks like a hot cup of garbage.
Beef and vegetables and mashed potatoes in a sundae glass. This is for you.
John's hogging the crayons.
I feel like there's some level of obligation to try the mac and cheese here. You can get it with pulled pork, sausage, or both. And you can add brisket if you so desire.
Brisket. That's a lot of meat in one mac.
I don't need that much meat. I think I'll just go with the sausage and pork.
You insist on the pork, huh?
I like both.
And they recommend new watermelon margarita.
I'm not into that. I used to love restaurants like Applebee's or Olive Garden, but they've suffered from a serious problem where the quality of the food has become, they open packets and heat it up, and that's it. There's no real cooking except for maybe they'll do a burger on the grill. Like I just went to Applebee's a couple weeks ago with my dad, and it was just the most meh food you could ever experience. And Olive Garden's the same thing nowadays, which is really sad. I fear it's gonna be the same thing.
Veggie burger with broccoli?
Veggie burger.
Or I could get a whole bunch of sides. I also thought about getting a baked potato, broccoli, and a side of cinnamon apples.
That seems like a classic Nina strategy.
Yeah, but I want to use this thing where the label's rubbed off and I don't know what it is.
They ran out of veggie burgers.
So we got broccoli, corn, and cinnamon apples.
The question is, are you going to get at the end
A banana
certain
I mean,
mug?
depending on the time.
Depending on the time.
A bag of fresh, fluffy, cinnamon sugary donuts served with chocolate and raspberry dipping sauces. I think maybe not.
Okay.
The banana pudding does sound interesting.
Did you read the banana pudding out loud?
A southern classic, house-made vanilla pudding with roasted bananas and cookie wafers topped with whipped cream and even more cookies.
Yes.
So a couple observations, if I may. This is clearly dried for more than a day or two. The floors,
Big stick.
they're pig stick, they're movie theater stick. The one in Dartmouth was so much more themed. There's very little fizz. I'm not going to complain about it, there's no point.
She's a girl, so she makes girl whistles. What's the robot's name?
R2D2
Looks pretty good to me.
I actually like that the portion is not enormous.
I don't see any breadcrums.
No,
The Microsoft is good, but the onion crunchy toppings and meat add quite a bit.
the sausage is pretty good. I got it with only sausage. And the mac itself, it's a little plain. They're right. I think it's pretty good. So what do you think of your sides?
The broccoli is actually super well cooked. Like it's not mushy and nasty, and it's actually pretty flavorful. The corn just tastes like the grill, and the apples definitely came out of a warm packet and are like almost applesauce.
How are the fries, Gloria?
It's great, but they're good, and I got a little bit of a headache.
All right, what'd you think of Smokey Bones?
I actually had an enjoyable lunch. It was probably more the company than the restaurant.
The lack of staff was a major problem.
Everything being sticky and unclean, a little bit of a problem.
Yeah.
Food was good.
The food was good.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, the food was good. I had a lot of just eating sides in my life, and these were good sides.
Did you know down at Smokey Bones, you can flip it and find out what you're craving on. You can flip it. Come on, flip it. Eat that steak.